This video did not exist until your consciousness collapsed the wave of probability and called it into your reality. Stop for a moment and feel that. That feeling, that you were meant to see this, is the first clue. It's the universe whispering directly to you. Today we are going to decode the profound metaphysical message hidden within one of humanity's most ancient and powerful dreams, the dream of flying. This is not about dream interpretation in the old sense. This is about quantum reality creation. By the end of our time together, you will not only understand why you have these dreams, but you will recognize them as a sacred training ground. You will learn that your consciousness is practicing leaving the body to consciously navigate the quantum field, the very source code of reality. Have you ever woken from a dream of flying feeling more real, more free than you do in your waking life? Let me know in the comments. Before we go deeper, you must understand what we mean by the quantum field. Do not think of it in terms of complex physics equations. Instead, imagine it as an infinite, invisible ocean of pure potential. It is a silent, formless sea of information and energy where every possible reality exists simultaneously. The reality you are experiencing right now, the reality of you watching this video, was once just a faint possibility in this ocean. What gave it form? What made it real? Your observation. And this is the great secret. Observation is not a passive act of looking. It is an active, divine act of creation. Your focused attention is the most powerful force in the universe. It is the catalyst that takes a wave of pure potential and collapses it into a particle of tangible experience. Your consciousness is the sacred instrument that plays the symphony of existence. And your dreams of flying, they are your rehearsal. First, you must accept a fundamental truth. The dream of flying is not a random psychological glitch. It is not merely your brain processing daily stress. It is a universal archetype, a deep and resonant memory hardwired into the collective consciousness of humanity. It is the memory of your true nature. You are not a physical body that possesses a soul. You are a limitless, non-physical consciousness that is temporarily inhabiting a physical body. The dream of flight is your soul's way of reminding you of this fact. It's a whisper from your higher self saying, "Remember your freedom. Remember that you are not bound by the dense laws of this physical dimension." When you dream of flying, you are shedding the illusion of limitation. You are experiencing a state of being that is closer to your origin, a state of pure, untethered awareness. This is why it feels so profoundly real, so exhilarating. It is a homecoming. It's a glimpse into the reality that awaits beyond the veil of physical perception. Now, let's talk about who is truly at the controls during these flights. In your waking life, your consciousness is often filtered through the logical, analytical, and sometimes fearful ego mind. This ego is concerned with survival, rules, and limitations. It tells you humans can't fly. But in the dream state, especially in deep sleep, the grip of the ego loosens. The analytical mind is subdued. This is when your higher consciousness, your true unfiltered self, can finally take the pilot's seat. It is this greater aspect of you that initiates these training sessions. It knows that to master reality creation, you must first master navigating the non-physical realms where reality is born. Your flying dream is a controlled simulation, a holodeck for the soul. It provides a safe space for you to practice maneuvering through different densities of reality, using the only tools that matter in the quantum field, your intention and your belief. You are learning to move not with muscles, but with mind. Consider the physics of your dream world. Gravity is optional. Solid walls can become permeable. You can travel from one location to another in an instant. Why? Because the dreamscape is a more fluid and malleable layer of reality. It operates closer to the source code of the quantum field. In this state, You are not manipulating physical matter, you are directly manipulating the energy and information that creates physical matter. Your thoughts are not just thoughts, they are tangible creative impulses that instantly shape your environment. This is the key. The dream of flight is a direct, experiential lesson in the truth that your inner world creates your outer world. The effortless soaring you feel is a demonstration of what it's like to be in perfect alignment, where your intent flows without resistance into manifestation. It is teaching you, on a cellular level, what it feels like to be a powerful creator, so that you can begin to bring that feeling and that ability into your waking life. So what does it truly mean when we say your consciousness is practicing leaving the body? Erase any fearful connotations you may have. This is not about death or danger. It is about shifting your point of perception. You have been taught to believe that your consciousness resides inside your skull, like a little person looking out through your eyes. But this is an illusion. The truth is, your brain does not create consciousness. Your brain is a complex biological receiver, an antenna tuned to the frequency of your consciousness, which is non-local and exists everywhere. Leaving the body simply means shifting your main focal point of awareness from the physical senses to the more subtle, energetic senses. Flying dreams are the first, safest step in this process. They are the training wheels for what mystics have called astral projection or out-of-body experiences. Your consciousness is learning to operate independently of its physical anchor, exploring the vast realms of information that exist just beyond the limited spectrum of your 5 senses. This is where we must truly appreciate the quantum field as the ultimate playground. It is not a void, it is a plenum, a field of fullness. It holds the blueprint for every invention not yet created, every symphony not yet composed, every life you could possibly live. When you dream of soaring through the clouds, you are not just imagining it. Your consciousness is literally bathing in this field of pure potential. You are feeling the absolute freedom of a reality without predefined outcomes. Every direction you choose to fly in represents a different timeline, a different stream of potential. This is why these dreams are so potent. They are recharging your energetic signature with the frequency of unlimited possibility. You are bringing a piece of that infinite potential back with you when you wake up. The memory of that freedom is a catalyst. It's meant to inspire you to question the limitations you accept in your waking life. The dream is asking you, if you can be this free here, what is stopping you from being this free there? Now for the most important lesson these dreams teach, the role of belief. Reflect on the mechanics of your own flying dreams. How do you stay airborne? It isn't through flapping your arms or by any physical effort. You fly by a simple, unwavering conviction that you can. The very instant you allow a sliver of doubt to enter your mind, this is impossible, I'm going to fall, your altitude begins to drop. Gravity, which is simply a collective belief system in the physical world, reasserts its power. But the moment you reclaim your absolute certainty, your unshakable knowing, you soar upwards once more. This is not a metaphor. This is a direct, unvarnished demonstration of the fundamental law of manifestation. Your reality is a mirror of your strongest beliefs. The dream is showing you, in the clearest way possible, that belief is not a passive thought. It is an active, creative force. It is the engine that propels you through the quantum field. This brings us to the core principle of quantum mechanics, the observer effect. In the subatomic world, particles exist in a state of pure potential, a wave of all possibilities, until the moment they are measured or observed. The act of observation is what forces the wave to collapse into a single, definite state. Your flying dream is the observer effect on a grand, macroscopic scale. The reality of you flying is a wave of potential that you are collapsing into a temporary experience through the sheer force of your focused consciousness. The dreamscape is so responsive that you can see this process happen in real time. You observe yourself as flying, and so you fly. You observe yourself as falling, and so you fall. You are the observer who determines the outcome. This is the power your soul is trying to make you remember. It is showing you that you are not merely a passenger in reality. You are the one at the quantum control panel, choosing which reality to make manifest with every single moment of focused attention. There is also a deeper energetic purpose to these dreams. Think about the feeling, that pure, unadulterated joy, the sense of absolute freedom and power. This emotional state has a very real, measurable vibration. It is one of the highest frequencies a consciousness can experience. During your flying dreams, your higher self is intentionally calibrating your entire energy system to this frequency. It is teaching your subtle body and even your physical cells how to hold this vibration. Why? Because according to the law of attraction, you do not attract what you want. You attract what you are. By acclimating you to the frequency of joy and freedom in the dream state, it becomes easier for you to access and maintain that frequency in your waking state. This makes you a vibrational match for experiences, people, and opportunities that resonate with joy, freedom, and empowerment. Your nightly flight is a vibrational tune-up for your manifestation engine. Pay attention to the specific way you fly, as it contains a diagnostic message about your current state of creation. Are you soaring effortlessly, high above the clouds, confident and in control? This indicates that you are currently in a state of high alignment, trusting your creative power and the flow of the universe. Or are you struggling to get off the ground, flapping your arms frantically, staying just a few feet in the air? This often reflects a feeling of struggle in your waking life, a sense that you are using immense effort for little result, likely because you are relying on physical force instead of the power of belief. Do you swim through the air? This can symbolize navigating emotional currents. Do you leap in great bounds? This may point to progress that comes in bursts rather than a steady flow. Your dream is providing direct, symbolic feedback on your relationship with your own innate power. What if your flying dreams are accompanied by a paralyzing fear of heights? This is incredibly common, and its meaning is profound. This fear is rarely about the physical height itself. It is a subconscious fear of your own spiritual and creative power. To soar high in the dream world is to embrace your limitless potential. The fear of falling is the fear of what might happen if you truly step into that power in your waking life. It's the fear of failure, the fear of judgment, the fear of the unknown that comes with leaving your old, limited self behind. Your consciousness is gently pushing you to confront this fear in the safe container of a dream. It is inviting you to fly higher, to trust that you will not fall, and to realize that the only thing holding you down, in the dream and in life, is the belief that you might. Conquering the fear of heights in a dream is a powerful step toward conquering your fear of success in reality. Have you ever encountered other beings in your flying dreams? Perhaps you fly with a partner or see other figures soaring in the distance. Do not be so quick to dismiss them as mere fabrications of your subconscious. The dreamscape is a junction point, an energetic nexus that connects to the collective unconscious, the shared mental and emotional field of all humanity. It is entirely possible, and many mystics would say probable, that you are having a shared dream experience, connecting with the consciousness of other souls on the astral plane. These encounters can be prearranged on a soul level for the purpose of learning, healing, or simply sharing the joy of remembrance. Pay attention to the feelings these encounters evoke. They are often with members of your soul family, beings with whom you share a deep, resonant connection that transcends physical reality. You are not alone in your nightly training. The training doesn't end when you open your eyes. The quantum field communicates across dimensions. Once you've had a powerful flying dream, you must become a detective of your waking reality for the next 24 to 48 hours. This is when the field will send you echoes, or what we call synchronicities, to confirm the validity of your experience. You might suddenly notice feathers in unusual places. A bird might land on your windowsill and look you directly in the eye. You might overhear a conversation about travel, or see the word fly or soar repeated in unexpected contexts. These are not meaningless coincidences. They are winks from the universe. They are breadcrumbs of reality, confirming that the veil between your inner world and outer world is thinning. The field is telling you, yes, what you experienced was real. Now pay attention. The magic is starting to bleed into your waking life. The ultimate purpose of these unconscious flights is to guide you toward becoming a conscious creator. The dream is the practice session. Lucid dreaming is the graduation. A lucid dream is a dream in which you become aware that you are dreaming. This is the moment you move from being a passenger in the simulation to being the programmer at the keyboard. When you become lucid in a flying dream, you can consciously choose where to go. You can decide to fly to a specific location, to manifest an object in your hand, or to ask a question of the dream itself and receive a profound answer. This is the bridge. It is the practice of wielding your creative power with full awareness in a malleable reality, so that you can then apply that same focus and intent to your less malleable physical reality. These dreams are inviting you to wake up, not just from sleep, but to wake up within the dream of life itself. You are not powerless in this process. You can actively encourage and even induce these transformative experiences. The key is intention. Your consciousness responds to clear direction. Before you go to sleep tonight, perform a small ritual. Quiet your mind. Meditate for a few minutes on the physical sensation of weightlessness and freedom. Feel it in your body as if it's happening now. Then state a clear intention, either out loud or in your mind. Say something like, "Tonight, as I dream, I will become aware of my true, limitless nature. I will consciously choose to fly. I am a safe and powerful explorer of the quantum field." By setting this intention, you are planting a seed in your subconscious. You are giving your higher self permission to initiate a more conscious level of training. You are placing an order with the universe, and the dream state is the delivery system. The very act of lifting off the ground in your dream is a powerful symbol for a quantum leap in consciousness. This takeoff moment often corresponds with a significant breakthrough in your waking life. It can represent the moment you finally transcend a limiting belief that has held you down for years. It can symbolize the release from a toxic relationship or a dead-end job. It is the energetic signature of spiritual awakening. Each time you achieve flight in a dream, you are rehearsing the feeling of breaking free from your own self-imposed gravity. You are anchoring the frequency of liberation into your being. When you face a daunting challenge in your physical life, recall that feeling of takeoff. Remember that you have already practiced overcoming the forces of limitation. You know how to rise above. The dream is not just a dream. It's a memory of a victory you've already won. Observe the landscapes you fly over. They are never random. They are symbolic maps of your own inner world, or sometimes glimpses into the vast library of the quantum field. Flying over a dark, chaotic city? This might reflect a need to rise above the mental clutter and anxiety in your own mind. Soaring over a pristine, beautiful ocean? This could symbolize navigating the depths of your emotions with grace and ease. Sometimes the landscapes are otherworldly, alien planets with 2 suns, crystalline cities. In these moments, your consciousness is exploring beyond the confines of collective human experience. It might be tapping into parallel realities, other timelines, or even memories from other incarnations that exist as vibrational potentials within the field. You are not just an explorer of your own psyche. You are a cosmic traveler, and your flying dreams are your vessel for exploration. A profound realization that comes from these experiences is the true purpose of your physical body. You begin to understand that it is not a cage that traps your spirit. It is a highly sophisticated anchor, a grounding device designed to hold your immense, non-local consciousness at a specific focal point within this particular vibrational density we call reality. Your dreams of flight are a recalibration process. They remind you that the anchor is temporary and that your true essence is the entire, infinite ocean of consciousness itself. This understanding is the ultimate antidote to the fear of death. How can you fear the end of something that is just a temporary vehicle? You realize that you are not the body. You are the consciousness experiencing life through the body. This shift in identity from the finite to the infinite is the very definition of spiritual awakening. The power of these dreams dissipates if you dismiss them upon waking. You must learn to integrate the experience. The moment you wake up from a flying dream, before you even move or open your eyes, stay in that state. Do not let the analytical mind rush in and label it just a dream. Instead, anchor the feeling. Relive the sensation of the wind, the exhilaration of the ascent, the absolute freedom of soaring through the sky. Breathe that feeling deep into your heart, into every cell of your body. Associate that feeling with a word, like freedom or limitless. Throughout your day, whenever you feel stress or limitation creeping in, close your eyes for a second and recall that word. Evoke that anchored feeling. You are consciously injecting the high-frequency code of your dream reality into the operating system of your waking reality. This is practical magic. Perhaps the most comforting truth in all of this is that you are not learning something new. You are remembering something ancient. This ability to navigate consciousness, to shape reality with belief and intention, is your innate birthright. You did this effortlessly before you came into this dense physical form. The process of life on Earth, with its illusions of separation and limitation, has caused a temporary amnesia. Your dreams of flight are the cure for this forgetfulness. They are gentle, persistent reminders from the core of your being. Each flight is a chapter of a book you already know by heart. Your soul is not teaching you, it is helping you remember the power you have always possessed. The joy you feel is the joy of recognition, the deep, satisfying feeling of returning to a truth you have always known. So, what is the ultimate message of your flying dreams? It is summed up in one word: freedom. You are being shown, in the most direct and personal way imaginable, that you are not a victim of your circumstances. You are not bound by your past, your genetics, or the opinions of others. You are the sole creative force in your reality. The laws of limitation that seem so solid and unbreakable are, in fact, consensual agreements that you can choose to transcend. Just as you can will yourself to rise above the ground in a dream, you can will yourself to rise above any challenge in your life. Your dreams of flight are the final exam of your spiritual curriculum. The universe is asking you, now that you remember you can fly, what worlds will you choose to create? Your journey as a conscious creator has just begun. So you see, you are not a human being who has a dream of flying. You are the limitless, universal consciousness, practicing the art of creation through the beautiful, temporary avatar you call yourself. The dream isn't a fantasy. It is a momentary glimpse into the truest reality, the reality of your infinite nature. Remember this truth. Your dreams of flight are your personal training ground. They are a direct lesson from your higher self on the mechanics of the observer effect. Your belief is the lift, your focus is the direction, and the quantum field is your infinite, open sky. If this message resonated deep within your soul, acknowledge this awakening. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you do not miss the signs the universe is sending you. To anchor this truth into your very being, write in the comments below. I am the conscious pilot of my reality. And now, I leave you with a question. What is the most vivid or unusual landscape you have ever flown over in your dreams? Share your experience with this community of creators below. We are all here to learn from each other.